Hello, my name is Jack Morgan and I am the project manager for our project Survey4All. Our project is a survey creation website that concentrates on offering a user-friendly experience in which users can easily create surveys by setting up an account on the website. Once an account is set up, the user will be able to create a survey which, once posted, can be instantly viewed on the website. These surveys can be found either through their own personal account dashboard or on the View Surveys page, which is global to all users. Users also do not have to be logged in to answer surveys, as they are anonymous. This allows users to easily answer surveys that they are interested in, whilst enabling them to complete these surveys without having to create an account or log into the website. As project manager, I have created tasks for each individual group member on a software called Basecamp. Through this, I have set up each member's individual task that they need to complete. On screen, you can see the tasks. So for example, you've got Jack Morgan's tasks here, Kamil's tasks, which is create the individual contribution report. See a bunch for the scripts of the video demonstration. Also got the clips, which is of course I'm currently making. And we have used this a lot throughout the project. Through Basecamp, as I said, I have set up each individual member's tasks that they need to complete, providing them deadlines for the tasks to be completed by, and adding extra information about their tasks that they might need. Now, for example, regarding timing, we needed to complete the website before we done the video demonstration. So the website I made sure was completed by the 9th of May, because then we can start doing the video demonstration on the 10th, and then the handing date would be the 14th. So I had to make sure that everything was timed correctly. I have also set up a Discord server for the group, as you can see on screen. This server is especially useful for the team as it helps us communicate with one another, as well as organise all our documents, URLs and videos. So you can see on the left tab we've got website pages such as homepage URL, which takes you to the website. We've also got a link to the repository, so if anybody needs to find a link, it's literally right there. We've also got a section for videos, so if we want to find our sprint one, we can just go to the page. So it's been especially useful for all group members. Another thing that I've done with Discord is set up events. As you can see, these events are used for meetings. So whenever a meeting is on Saturday at 12 PM, it's going to be on next. It will send out a ping to everybody on the server, telling them all that a meeting is happening. This is very useful, and a lot of group members have actually given me great feedback on this, explaining how, because the event pings them, it allows them to remember the meeting's on, and then they go and join it after. Additionally, I set up a group on Teams, which our group uses twice a week to set up meetings online. We also use this to check up on progress of a project and to discuss all of our tasks and get work done. Another key feature of these meetings and Teams is being able to work together and we'll share our work through sharing the screen. This is especially useful whenever one of the software developers is stuck on a piece of code. We can share it on the screen and we can all join in and have a go at trying to help them figure out what's wrong. I also take attendance using the attendance spreadsheet that I created to help me keep track of the attendance of every member. This allows me to be able to track who's been turning up to the meetings and who hasn't. To help the meetings flow as smoothly as possible, I have also created a weekly meetings planner using the text document creator on Basecamp, which I have now transferred over to Microsoft Word. As you can see on screen, I started the planner on the 30th of January, which is basically the start of our project. You can see that I list down the times of the meeting, so workshop 2 to 4 PM on a Monday, and then I've noted down all the tasks. I'm just going to quickly go through all of the tasks which have been added, so you can see how much has been added to it over time, and you can see that it literally goes up right up to now. So the date today is the 11th, and today we had a meeting where we checked that the website is 100% finished, and we're starting to collect in the video demonstration clips, which of course I'm creating right now. I have also set up the GitHub repository, which is used by the group to share files. During this sprint, I have kept my eyes on GitHub a lot to keep track of how much work is being uploaded, so I can monitor the amount of work completed by each member of our group. I have also helped to organise the repository to make sure that the files are easy to find, to create an easier experience for each member of the team. For example, on screen you can see our repository. This is the online version. You can see all the documents in here. I have also listed the Sprint 1 and Sprint 2 links for the group members to see. Another thing that I have contributed to the project is creating the Survey4All YouTube channel. We use this to upload video demonstrations as well as tutorials that we post on the website. The purpose of putting it on YouTube is that we're able to get a URL and then put it on the website using that. This makes it a lot more easy to put videos on the website. I was also assigned a task of editing the video demonstration, which is what I will be doing after this video. The final thing that I've contributed to the project is storing the website files on MI Linux. For example, on my screen you can see all the files including the website. I mostly upload the front end files, but I do have a couple of the back end too. The advantage of being able to upload this to my MI Linux is that if group members ever want to test any files or upload any just to quickly have a look and see if it's working, I am very active when responding to messages, so whenever they ping me on Discord to ask me to upload a file to MI Linux so they can test it, I'll likely do it very quickly. So I'll very quickly upload it to MI Linux, then send them the URL, they can open it and test if it works. This has worked very well for the group, and we have managed to make a lot of progress on the website since we have been doing it this way.
Hi, I am a security consultant in our team, and during Sprint 2 I created a PHP script that protects our website from the SQL injection and cross-site scripting attacks that could steal personal information from our users through an injection of malicious code into the database, and also from denial of service attacks that could overload and disable our website. I will present an example of those attacks on the fields of the registration page. Each time when attack is not successful, a notification window will appear with information that the criteria for a particular user input field are not met. Therefore, the malicious information did not get sent to the database and an attack got deflected. SQL injection and cross-site scripting attacks will be deflected because PHP script will not allow special characters, which are part of the malicious code. Denial of service attack will be deflected because PHP script does not allow more than 50 characters to be inserted into the field. Here is an example of a SQL injection attack through a malicious SQL query on a username field. And we can see that the attack got deflected. Now we can see an example of a cross-site scripting attack through a malicious JavaScript code on a name field. This attack also got deflected. Here an example of denial of service attack through an insertion of 200 characters on a name field. That attack got deflected as well. And now one more thing worth mentioning is that we encourage our users to create strong passwords. So in this case, if I would try to create a user with a weak password and I would try to register myself, the notification will tell that the password must be minimum 8 characters long and contain at least one special character, one capital letter, and one number. Thank you.
As we have progressed from the MVP to the MMP stage of our project, we decided on adding new features to the website in the form of allowing our users to answer the various surveys. As the database analyst, I designed and set up a relevant database table to accommodate this data. Like I demonstrated in the MVP demo, I'd first designed this table in the Oracle data modeler tool, so I could see what the columns, the data types, and the constraints the table would need and what they would look like. Furthering this, I made a quick DDL script as part of the design stage to help me see what the database table would end up looking like. Finally, I then constructed the database on phpMyAdmin, as per my designs, and that is what our developers have connected to and store the data that they have needed. I have also developed a few additional items outside of my role for the project. I have essentially created the web pages that will house the various functions of a website that the other developers have indeed created. These are all interconnected via a navigation bar, as you can see demonstrated here. As I developed these pages, I have received feedback from the various members of my team, and we have tested for any issues or problems in them. Also, on the homepage, as you can see, I have developed a pop-up. Essentially, this notifies the user of all the legalities of using the website. The particular legal jargon, which is also available on these legal pages, was written by a security consultant. Part of the reason we wanted to create web pages like these was a way to ensure our website was all connected, all centralized, and make it easier for the users to get around, to make it more seem like we all were a part of the project and all these different web pages are one with the project. But also we wanted to have the different web pages have a more uniform look that made it look a bit more professional for the user.
Hello, as one of the software developers for Sprint 2 for Survey4, I was given the task for creating a contact us page so that way users will be able to contact us for any queries, any questions, and etc. So the contact us page works like this. And then when you submit, it should say message has been sent. See, it says that message has been sent. Now I'm going to show you how the code works. As I said before, I was assigned to create a new page where users will be able to contact us through the email on the contact us page, where I have created a code using HTML that allows users to send messages to a specified email address. Here are the main functionalities of this code. In the code, you will notice the form fields where the user can input and enter their name, the email address, the message that they wish to send. I did this through making sure that the field types are correct, such as for the names and the email fields, the type is text while the message is text area. When it came to the form submission, I had used JavaScript. For instance, when the user presses onto the button, the form data is sent to a Google Apps script URL specified in the URL variable. The form data is sent using the post method and is encoded using form data. The code should then display a message to the user after the form is submitted that states if there was an error or not while the page is processing the instruction. Overall, this code will display a simple HTML contact form that sends messages to a specified email address, which in our case, Jack, our project manager, and includes basic functionalities for the form submission, feedback, and styling. Here's the code that links with the Apple script that I created in JavaScript on Google. This is where I was on about, where it connects to the URL in JavaScript on Apple script, where it will get the data and so forth, along with the input data types, as you can see here. Alright, now I'm going to demonstrate how the users' accounts work when it comes to registering and logging into their accounts, where they can view and create their surveys. Within the login page, I have updated the login page so that way users will know that they must log in before they can create and view their surveys within the dashboard. So if I close this pop-up, it then takes me onto the dashboard where I can share and where I can view all the surveys that I created. So far I've created a few. Now if I wanted to go and create a survey, I can just click on here. It shows my profile details, such as username, name, email, join date. Now if I go on to view my own surveys, you see, it has updated my surveys to how many caps. When it came to the user's account, it all works through a PHP, which I've used Notepad++ for, where it works through a user's session, where if the user's logged in and they are within their session, then they can view their details such as username, email, join date, name, so forth, since it echoes the username, echoes the name, echoes the email, echoes the join date, where then there's this hyperlinks to the other pages within the website. The dashboard.php was my priority, since this is where the users can view their own surveys along with sharing their surveys with others. I did this through a user session where once again the user needs to be logged in. If not, then they need to go back to the login page. I have incorporated John's code to display the surveys, where he improved on it by including the URL and the code that actually gets the surveys that particular user created when they created a survey. Here's the hyperlink here, where he used my ap4.php, where it equals user ID. That's how he was able to generate the surveys that belong to each user individually. I then created another JavaScript function where there's a share button where users can share their surveys out to people through linking to John's hyperlink to the answer.php. I just want to make a quick note of the changes that I've made for the registration since me and Josh worked together. We discussed about this through the workshops and all that regarding the security and the improvements that we should make. For instance, I have added a checkbox in the terms of service where users need to check the box before they can proceed further, where they can click onto the links and read further details about the terms of service. I have also added input validation where it doesn't allow users to proceed further. As you can see, it says please fill out the field.
Hi, my name is John Hewitt. I am a software developer for Survey4All. This sprint I was tasked with a lot of functionality of the website, so I'm going to talk you through the code and then I'll show you what it looks like on the website. So the main task this sprint was answering the surveys that other users have created. This was very difficult and took a lot of time as I was having trouble with JavaScript, but it essentially uses two APIs to get the survey name and all the survey questions and then adds that to a list and allows the users to answer, and then it takes the inputs of the answers and puts that into the database. I also then added more functionality to the Create Survey website with more question types. I then also created a new page called View Surveys, which uses an API to get all the surveys from the database and display them on the site with hyperlinks so you can click on them and answer them. I also added a search bar to this so you can find the surveys you need easier. I also then made 4 APIs which help with the functionality of the website, but I'll talk about them later. If we go on the website, you can see this is a survey I've set up. So let me answer this. I use a notebook and I revise in the library. I can click submit, and if I go here, it's added there, 7. And then if we go here, this is where you search for surveys. So if I search food, it will come up favourite food and then you can click on it. These are all the different APIs. So this one gets the survey name based on the survey ID. This one gets the questions of the survey based on the survey ID. And this one gets every survey that has been created for the View Survey page. And then this one gets the surveys created by a particular user. This is so the users can see their own surveys.
Hello, I'm covering for Callum, which is one of our software developers for this part of the video. He was unable to make the video, so I'm going to be covering for him. What is contributed to the website can be seen on the website homepage. For example, the animated text, where it says on a scale from 1 to 10. The next one will be what's your favourite food. This is a cool little feature that's been added to the website for visual effects and to allow it to be more appealing to the user and look more visually pleasing. Another part of the website that he's worked on is writing a description, which looks, in my opinion, very professional, and it should hopefully bring a lot of users into the website. Another thing that he wanted to add to the website was on the View Surveys page. He has created a search bar which has got a lot more features, such as highlighting, so whenever you're typing it in, it will highlight up certain keywords. We were unable to add Callum's features to the search bar, as we did not have enough time left whenever it came to finishing the project. So we put our resources into the parts that we really needed to get done, such as making sure that the accounts were connected to the surveys.
As the business analyst for this project, I have been working alongside the development team to ensure that the requirements of our users are met and that the final product is usable and efficient. After the MMP was released, I am proud to announce that the project has been successfully completed. A survey website is designed to allow users and businesses to make important decisions that can impact their daily lives, ranging from small-scale choices, such as deciding what movie to watch, to large-scale decisions, such as making important company-wide choices. As the main benefits of using this website is the elimination of the use of paper, which could have a positive impact on the environment by reducing the need for printing and the use of paper. Instead, users can easily access the website from their phones or computers and create surveys that can be shared with others, making the decision-making process streamlined and easily accessible to all. Our website boasts a user-friendly interface that makes survey creation and voting easy and accessible to all users. Additionally, we understand the importance of data security and have taken several measures to ensure that our users' data is encrypted and protected. We also clearly communicate our data policies and practices to users, ensuring their peace of mind and trust in our platform. Overall, our survey website offers numerous benefits and features that make it an attractive option for businesses and individuals looking for an efficient and environmentally friendly way to make important decisions. I hope that this detailed explanation of our website has given you a better understanding of its capabilities and encourages you to use our website in the future.